nervous. You was talking this mad. You had this mad game. Oh my god. Okay, this.
秘密の言葉 Volume 2.
Yep, this is part 2. We said we'd come back, and this time I finally have done what I said I would do. This time we'll be talking about descriptions for people. This time we're also going to give you examples.
正しいメガネをゲットできました。
Ernest will be speaking lots of Japanese because he has something to prove. Okay, our first word is dote. Dote means a male virgin or virginity of the male. We also have cheri. Both of these words mean virginity. So, example sentence would be Tomu-san wa mada dote da. Next, we have kuzu. Kuzu is one of Ernest's favorite words.
クズ人形をしましょ
There's your example sentence. It's a bad one. My god, it means waste or garbage. It's real filth. The dregs of society is kuzu.
う。次はビッチ。ファッキンビッチは楽しんでるね。
What's it mean, Ernest?
It means slut.
Oh, you can speak English. Oh. Yep, bitchy means slut. It doesn't mean like a bitch, like we think. Bitchy would be never used for a bad bitch in Japanese, or a rude girl. Maybe it's used for a rude girl now, but it's mostly used for a slut. Next we have kishoi. Kishoi is it's like kimoi, but it's stronger. So it means fucking creepy, a very sharp term. So people use this when maybe you're walking down the street in Japan and you see someone pull out their penis. Let's say you see a creepy man pull out his penis because it's Japan, and the girls will go kisho because it's fucking creepy. It happens. Okay.
次はムキムキ。It means muscular or brawny.
So the example sentence would be muki muki suru otoko ga suki. So that means I like muscular guys. And oh, this one's definitely for you.
次はハーフ as in a mixed Japanese person, so they can be mixed with anything that's not Japanese. And Kita Miss Japan wa hafu. That means that's our example, and it means that Miss Japan was a
Half black.
half black and half Japanese.
What was her name? What was her name? We should link.
We'll link you.
We're just gonna find it right now. We got time.
Yeah.
Oh, there was.
Japanese freestyle. Yeah, let's go. Miss Japan to yarita ya. Miss Japan to yarita ya.
Oh, her name. Her name is Ariana Miyamoto. Look it up. She's beautiful. She's beautiful, and she's been getting a lot of flack for being black and winning Miss Universe Japan. All right, next we have edokawa. This word, it comes from edoi, which means sexy or sexual, and kawaii, which it means cute. So you put them together and it means sexy cute. So
it's a combination word.
Yes, a compound combination word. So here we have like an example.
This nigga said a compound.
You can just say compound. So the example is あの子は江戸川服ばかり着てる. That means that girl only wears sexy cute clothes. Alright, next. Oh, these ones are yours.
Gekiatsu to oniatsu. The whole word is oniatsui, like atsui for hot. And that just means, you know, it's beyond like calling someone attractive. They're like, just like really, really hot. You know, you would use it for mostly women though. I've heard it only used for women. So.
But these two prefixes, geki and oni, are used to make a adjective stronger. You can't use it with every adjective. I've only seen oni used with atsui. Geki is much more productive than oni is. It's used with a lot. Like you could say gekiyasu, which means super cheap. And well, that's the only one I can think of right now. Next we have next we have hoko onji. This word means person with no sense of direction. So if you're like me, I often get lost. I can't go anywhere without my GPS in my car. So example sentence would be 彼女歩行音痴だからすぐに道に迷っちゃう。
はい、次は薬中です。薬中は the Japanese equivalent of a drug addict. And for an example sentence, you could say like, 彼女は薬中なんです。
That's so
which
formal.
means
So formal.
which means my girlfriend is a drug addict. Right?
Yep, and this word comes from it's an abbreviation of the term maeckydii dokusha. That's the original word for drug addict. It's much longer because that's how Japanese is. Next we have butteru, which means to try to be something you're not. And this word has come into the noun they call buriko, and buri is from trying to be something you're not, and ko is for like a child. So you that's what you used to call someone. So the example we have for buriko is 男の前でぶりっこする. That means I like to pretend I'm a good girl in front of the boys. Sounds funny.
次はパシリは it's a like the word servant, someone that you're just making them do everything, or you know they're just running errands for you and stuff. So yeah, it's a very very interesting word. If you use this, people will think you're probably native.
Yeah, if you know this word. Example I can think of is ミコさんの彼氏ってパシリになっちゃった. Okay. Next we have these three words all mean gaudy in a way that's like, oh, you're like wearing gold going to school, like just so flashy, so you want everyone to see what you're wearing. And these
bling.
Yes, these words are hade, charai, and chara. All these words mean gaudy. Hade is the most formal one. Chara is the most informal one. So here's an example sentence using one of them. 私の母はチャラい服あんまり着ない. And the opposite of gaudy would be plain, and the word for plain is jimi. So it's the example we have is 彼女は地味な色を好む. That means she likes plain colors. Next we have the words for Scaredy Cat, and this is BBD and yowamushi. So these words mean scaredy cat, like a person who's just really scared of everything, afraid to try new things. And the example we have is yowamushi to ieba tsuki no usagi o omoi ukanjau. That means, speaking of yowamushi, I only think of tsuki no usagi.
はい、次は俺の一番好き言葉、おしゃれとモテモテ。おしゃれ means like stylish or fashionable, or it could just mean that you actually have good sense in your clothing style. Mote mote is someone who is kind of, you know, popular with girls or boys even. So
Opposite sex.
yes, the opposite sex. So yeah, use these words because they're very useful. They will come out a lot. So especially if you dress like me, you know what I'm saying.
Wearing all orange, built like a traffic cone. The example we have is mote mote na otoko mae to kekkon shitai. That means I want to marry a stylish man. Next, oh, this one's definitely yours.
次はhater. Hater means, I mean, as you hear it, hater. Like, you know, we all have haters. I have haters. One right here, you know what I'm saying?
I'm not haters.
It's just how it is. So this is a very exclusive new word. So if you use this, people might not know what you're saying. It just depends on if they listen to rap music or not. But just try it and see what happens.
Yeah, try calling people haters. Let's see how they react. Might not be positive.
次の言葉は仲間. And nakama means like people on the inside or close people, but it's used in a like sense of homies or like, you know, your crew, your gang, or whatever you hang with. And these two words are very, rap related. So again, but nakama is more used as like brothers, so people will understand that word. It's not as new as hate though. And the example is, "Ore no nakama wa doko ya?"
That was Kansai Ben.
Yes.
Look that up on your own. Next we have,
or we will have a video to explain it. Yeah.
all of Kansai Ben. 为什么？为什么说了？ Okay, next we have the words for ugly, and there's different word for boys and different word for girls. These words are very, very strong. So if you want to use fighting words and really piss off a woman, you could say busu, and for a boy, the word is busaiku. You could say busaiku tokuda. So that's ugly ass man. You could say. Next, we have two more adjectives. One is gesui. Gesui means slutty, and dasai. Dasai means lame. So you can use this just like you.
Dasai otoko to awanai.
Yes, dasai otoko to awanai. That means I don't match up with lame niggas. Next, we have hitozuma. This one is going back to the sexual terms that we missed last time. Hitozuma is the characters are for a person and wife, but when you put these together, it means MILF. So that's so interesting. And I never heard this used before in real life, but from a song lyric, the example we have is Hitozuma te kita shunkan furuboki, and this means the moment I hear the word MILF, I get a full erection.
Yeah. Young KZ チェックしてください。めっちゃ面白いで。And 最後の言葉は痴漢です。痴漢 means sexual harasser or sexual, offender, or being sexually offended. You would yell 痴漢 like on the train. So
yeah.
Be careful, because this is actually a real thing depending on where you live. So stay alert.
Where you live?
In Japan.
It's everywhere. Here's a cultural tidbit. In Japan, Japanese iPhones don't come with the feature to silence the camera flash or the sound. So there's no way you could turn it off, because the problem of people taking pictures of like girls under their skirts is too prevalent. So they just can't be trusted. So now no phones come with the feature.
Can't be trusted.
Well,
they're like children.
They're like bad children. They're like deviant. So the men in
evil children.
Like some men in Japan are real deviant.
What? Be careful of older men. There's mostly older men, because porn is so accessible. So people get crazy. A lot of my friends have been sexually harassed in Japan, like an alarming amount.
There's the things you're gonna have to deal with when you go to Japan if you're a woman. If you're a man, you don't have to really worry about that, because people don't sexually harass.
If you're a man, make sure you're protecting women. And,
yes.
And trying to, recognize situations where women are being sexually harassed.
Yes. Fight for their rights. I'm maeckydii. Put any words you think are interesting that you know, or if you want to correct us on anything, we love corrections. We want to know how to use Japanese correctly. Just put them right down in the comments. Follow me on all the social medias, Snapchat, Twitter, SoundCloud, and Tumblr for some sexy pictures. And Ernest, what?
Alright, so I'm making a store in Osaka, clothing store, in the upcoming years. So I'm interested, in working with people out in Osaka. So if you're there, or if you're planning to go there and you're from America, let me know. My Instagram handle is byeworlde. I guess he'll link it, but thank you. Azas.